I'm like, I can't breathe. Yeah. It's like, really? I'm like, man, I'm way ahead of the game this morning. But, yeah, I'm still not, I can't make it on time. But here, I'm 2 minutes off. My layout's messed up. And I went to repair some other stuff. But Macarina's starting up, and it's starting up with Kudowocho Jr. Oh, uh, okay. Let's see if my categories even right. Oh, God. Hey, hey, hey. Just who I was hoping to see. Sure was. I'm trying to get my dang. I've been trying to get through these Mad magazines. And can't do it. What's going on? Good morning. This is the page. Certainly is. Right, that's the one I'm looking for. What a lame. Okay. Oh, you cannot see my face. Okay, here. Mm. Hey, it was off. Yeah, everything was messed up this morning because my my layout was all good to see. Yeah. I wish I could see your face, but I guess I can't. Oh well. Maybe you'll get Discord fixed and we'll be able to see each other. But and hear our voices and stuff. Can help you um, with your math. Don't forget your math. It's just like if you play piano or something like that, or if you're a writer, you should do a little writing every day. You know, math is the same way as if you're a swimmer, every day you need to do a little bit of swimming, right? Basketball players, they play basketball every day. I know. I can imagine in India, it's probably really hard. And you wouldn't even tell me what you were doing. I mean, uh, I actually taught math to people with disabilities, and I got an award. I got an award for teaching calculus to a deaf girl, and it was the first time I realize like deaf people that are deaf, they can't hear, but they may be able to speak. They make sounds, but they can't hear it. They can't hear their own sounds. But she would get very excited if she learned some calculus, and she would try to uh, make sounds. And in the math lab, everybody would glare at her, and I realized that um, when people are deaf, people always that they're more sensitive to when people are looking at them. Mm. Yeah, and you won't tell me what you're even doing. Are you doing differential calculus? Are you doing algebra? Are you doing trigonometry? Are you doing partial differential equations? Are you doing stochastic partial differential equations? Are you doing integral calculus? Are you doing advanced calculus? Or are you doing discrete mathematics or graph theory? Equations. Okay, so there's different kinds of equations. There's transcendentals. Yeah, there's linear equations, and there are nonlinear equations. So are your equations linear equations or nonlinear equations? People don't realize this too because when you get math books, a lot of times the problems are designed to work out very nicely, but there's some quite simple issues of like you can find a circle that intersects a parabola where there's no way to actually find the precise point. You have to approach the point using numerical methods of numerical exhaustion. Even just a very simple there's some very simple intersections of nonlinear equations that um, can't be solved. They have to be brute force find a solution. So, but yeah, they will see the textbook sums and they'll do that sum and the one in the book that comes out really nice. But yeah, it is true. A lot of books, and I don't know what your books are like in India. I expected they would be better, but academic standards do decline. Um, but there are simple systems of equations that are unsolvable that nobody knows. Ramanujan tried to solve some. I think they're called quartics or something, quintics or something like that, and eventually they showed there was no. Oh yeah, but in the exam, yeah, yeah, and that's to separate the wheat from the chaff. Or sometimes it's just because you have the government test of India. Oh my goodness, China has those too. Mm. But you have to see through to the end of it to a point um, where you can where you can relax about what's going on, because it's never getting upset, especially during or right before the exams, or well, actually, getting upset or worried or whatever never helps, and you have to. Um, it's almost like mm, you have to really master the calmness and being able to. One of the things you do is you open up the test and maybe you don't even recognize the problem. Oh my. Well, you just calm down and go through page by page, look through it, and then you go, okay, well, I see I sort of know how to do this problem, and you start working on one, right? and you just sort of go into that zone, sort of a meditative state. And um, Hindus will Gan Ganapataye Namo Namaha, the the vibration or whatever, right? And then they'll figure out how to do the problems. Yeah. Andhra Pradesh and Hyderabad, so they have different government test books. So, okay. Yeah. Very big part of India. Yeah. And it shows, it can show us if we have self-mastery and self-control. But, yes, Sadia, you and I are friends, and I consider you like a family member because you're so kind to my daughter and everything like that. I would be happy to do mathematics with you online, and I could get a document camera and put down my document camera, and I would really enjoy that. We should make a YouTube channel together. The East meets the West, and conquers the math exam. Yeah, yeah. I did that. I did that for many years when I was very bad in maths, and this is what I mentioned to you before. I had a teacher when I was in the fourth grade, and she beat me in front of the class and humiliated me, and I refused to do math during my early school years. After the fourth grade, I didn't do much of anything. I didn't realize that I was talented at math until I had not my real I didn't have my real father in my home, but I had a father, uh, a figure who was my sister's husband, and he set an example for me. He would calmly um, he would calmly do lots of math every night. And even though I was a little kid, he wasn't like, yeah, he was like, no, you can sit in here. And he would show me what he was doing in the physics book, like how to design, some engineering, how to design some good pliers that have a strong grip with good leverage or something, and, very complicated. And if I was bored, he would let me read some comic books. um, but yeah, I would. I would. I would be happy to do that. My daughter was watching me um, uh, writing. She sees my math writing in books, and I want to emphasize to her that people, do that. So yeah, I would be really happy to be able to set up a document camera that's at some time convenient for you, and do math together uh, as much as you want until we do it all over and over again with joy. Yeah. Um, I did that for many years. I worked in the Mathematics Assistance Complex at Georgia State University. It's called the MAC. Um, MAC, Mathematics Assistance Complex, and all the math students were up there, and we just sat there and we helped people. And I helped a lot for some reason I was good at helping handicapped people and people with, it's just quite by accident. Yeah. Yeah, should be. Well, I mean, I don't know. India, you have some really big math people in Indian history. I mean, even our numbers come from India. You may not know this, but in the United States, we call our number system 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, our based in number system. The symbols, we call them Arabic numerals, but they're not. the West, Europe, learned our number system from Arabic peoples, but the Arabic people got them from ancient India. Right? Um, and this is one of the things about ancient Indian history. It's very interesting. Is that because uh, uh, because in ancient India they were very interested in astrology, right? They were doing all this astrology and stuff to find out when to get married and when to do this and when to plant crops and all this stuff, and if it was auspicious or bad luck, at this time to do such and such and this and so. But the interesting thing about that in ancient Indian history is that because Indian astrologers were always looking at the heavens, when the poets wrote down things like in the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, when they wrote it down, sometimes they would go, well, it was a bad time because Saturn was in retrograde and there was a comet and stuff. And now you can go back with computer science and place the period in when the astrological observation was made in historical time. And it's in some cases like it's actually close to where the Indian people always said it was. Yeah, the number zero came from India. That's correct. Uh, I am looking here. Let's see. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna play some Macarena. Let's see. Doing good this morning. Got off to an early start, but my audio actually is completely muted. I'm glad you can hear me because let's see. Is my audio gonna work at all? Oh, it's my speakers are set to broadcast the audio into the room, which is no good. Hold on. That's because yesterday, I was listening to a math girl yesterday for enjoyment. Um, Her name is Freya Homer. My daughter's name is also Freya. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, I would make a point. Um, Newton made a statement when he was getting a lot of praise because they were like, these are the laws of motion, right? So, uh, 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 Newton said famously, to the best of my knowledge, and don't take my word, but always check things, research. But it's my understanding, this is what I was taught, is that Newton said, if I have seen further than others, it is because I've stood on the shoulders of giants. And, we had like this situation with the pandemic, with the COVID, and everybody had to go away. And so there was this incident, I think it was with cholera or there was an epidemic of disease. And Newton went off by himself to get into a safe place. And this is my understanding that um, he I should probably go into this battle. Um, what's this guy's squad power? Okay, he's a bit higher than me. I don't know who this guy is, but he went off by himself and he figured some stuff out about calculus, and I'd like uh, really somebody else was getting there at the same time. And I think that if, okay, this thing that Newton says, where he says an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by an outside force, and likewise an object in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. This is actually, Newton did not invent this. It comes from the ancients, and he was reading classics that got him that. So the second law is force is equivalent to mass times acceleration. Let's see. Oh man, helix racks in here? Wait a second. Okay, this is sort of like open air, and I need to remember that. Alright, fallen star. Let's see what you got. Ooh, they really hit me hard just then. What's that? Ouch! Wow, who is this guy? He unloads an entire missile rack on him. Kamikaze Clan? Oh, no. That was a one-shot kill, man. Ooh, awful. These guys are really strong. They got lots of hit points. Oh, man. Go by a bot. Yeah. Which grade is Freya studying? She's her math is a little bit advanced. She's pre-K, but she understands very large numbers. She understands thousands and stuff like that. She knows things like billions and a lot of, because she plays a lot of games. She knows about experience points and coins and money and stuff. So I got Stoteworthy some HP here. Come on, Stoteworthy. Come on, don't be stupid. Stupid bot. Get some hit points. The thing, Fusion Cannon would like to keep that Fusion Cannon alive on my squad. Yeah, you can. No good to me. Oh! I really don't like this situation. Nope. I knew I was gonna die. I was trying to back up. Save me a shell. Sure did. 6 feet over you. That's cute. We won. Okay. Yeah. So Newton. Let me see. I'm gonna get out of here. We're, a lot of times with Newton, you're just dealing really a lot of times with pretty simple functions, like And a function, as you know, it has only one as a unique output value. Relations may have more. So, for example, a circle is a relation because, like the vertical line test, a line will pass through a circle twice. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna. Well, okay. They dropped me in here again. Hold on. I'm gonna see if this guy is still in here. Yeah, Fallen Star is still in here, so I'm gonna stay in for this round. I'm overflowing with. Is this tournament deathmatch? I think it may be. So just give me a chance. This guy added me, and I sort of want to support him. I don't know him very well, but you know, if you can get people to do it. Very devastating. Arc Torrent. Well, that's over 110,000 damage. I can't withstand that. Who's on this team? Oh, it took care of that. Let's get this Matt Quigley bot. These bots are way overpowered. Good. He kill shot at them. He melee dashed him. Oops. I'm dead. This guy's coming for me. I was hit by Cornfax. I got a double KO. I thought I did. But what I'm trying to spit out, it's like you know the number 2 appear and the number 4 appear on the number line. So here's 2 and 4. That's just 2 arbitrary numbers. And if you say B minus A, that's the distance between 2 and 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2, right? And that's the distance, right? So that's like an interval, right? So if we take a function of B and a function of A, we can have f of B minus f of A, right? F of 4 minus f of 2, and get some result, and there's some kind of a ratio relationship to that. Now, in the case of a linear equation, it's very precise. You're gonna get the slope of a line. When you take you have a linear equation and you have f of B minus f of A over B minus A. That's just the slope, right? That's very simple. The slope of a linear equation. Now, anybody that sits down and carefully draws, like for a curve, like for a parabolic arc, what they weren't really sure about when Newton, and Leibniz did their calculus stuff with the concept of limits, right? What they weren't really sure about is like, well, if we want to get a tangent to a curve, like a parabola or something, to get a like instantaneous velocity, for example. See, Galileo had figured out that there's that there's acceleration due to gravity, and that objects that are thrown follow a parabolic arc, which is kind of the dawn of physics. You could the first thing they wanted to do is figure out how to throw cannonballs at people and have the cannonballs hit them. So that came to ballistics, right? But what I'm trying to say is, you've got, I think calculus is, when people say, oh, Newton, all this stuff like that, it's a little bit mystifying, Newton didn't make up all that stuff himself. He studied the ancients and he studied lots and lots of stuff, and he said himself, "If I've seen further, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants." And I think it's important to as a young math student for you to not make the math harder than it is. So really, when you get to calculus, all you're doing is you're getting a slope, f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. You've got a rise over a run, and if you come up with ways, sometimes numerical methods of exhaustion, ways are necessary to let b approach a as close as you want. Right, that is differential calculus. It's really that simple. Um, Very simple. And likewise, integral calculus, if you have a curve like this, you want to find the area under a curve, you can make little rectangles that fit under the curve and calculate the length times the width of your little rectangle. So you subdivide an interval into even little lengths like that, and for each one you're going to have a height, right? Um, and you take the length and the height, and you have a rectangle under the curve, right? And as you let the little rectangle sizes get smaller and smaller and smaller, you get closer and closer to finding the precise area under the curve. And that's all. It shouldn't be, and it shouldn't be so mysterious. Sometimes it's we make it too mysterious, and I think you know. I haven't watched. They made a movie about recently. They made a movie about Ramanujan. Ramanujan is a big genius of contemporary times from India. Do you know who Ramanujan is? Right, and he was very poor and stuff, and he ended up, getting sick and dying because of poverty. Even though he was one of the great mathematicians of our time, Ramanujan was. Now I know. They've recently made a movie about a great mathematician by the name of Alan Turing. He's one of the great fathers of computer science. Alan Turing was, and that movie that they made is a very gross misrepresentation of him as a person, and it's not a historical movie. It's like it's sort of like they wanted to make the movie about him being gay, and that it was sort of some big secret that he was gay. He was gay, but he was not secretive about it. And the movie represents like it was this big secret, and the fate of the nation hinged on, somebody, an agent, was going to expose that he was gay, and so he was, desperate or what. No, that's completely false. It's a terrible movie. Don't watch it. There's there's an older movie that was made in England. England, he was going to have to go to jail and be scandalized. He committed suicide, and England is very as a country, they're kind of still in a big. We had this great math genius, and we drove him and our country to suicide, and so they try to make up a different version of history that sort of exonerates England and the English people. But it really was England, English culture, and the English people that killed him because he was gay, drove him to suicide. But Ramanujan, likewise, it's really the British Empire, and Britain is not the only empire in the world, but part of the reason that Ramanujan died the way that he did is the depredations of the British Empire. Now, if the British Empire hadn't have been there, it might have been somebody else, that did the bad things. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't seen that movie. It might be good, but Ramanujan is, to me, as kind of, I'm a little bit of a spiritual person, but I believe that everybody, even if you're a Native American and you're communing with the Great Spirit or whatever, that or you're deep in darkest Africa and you're communing with the ancestors or whatever, that everybody can have a spiritual experience. So I'm very interested in embracing and seeing the parallels between all religions of the world. But Ramanujan was a very religious Hindu, and in his religious activities, in the course of his religious activities, he really believed that God Himself revealed secrets to him. And maybe it was because he really figured out a lot of stuff that nobody could figure out, uh, um, and just on his own, just amazing doing all this math work. But for him, doing math and everything was sort of like a spiritual endeavor. That God, in a sense, Ramanujan was having an experience like, wow, I really devoted myself. Purified myself in my devotion to this, and almost like a total. I made myself a total servant to this endeavor of mathematics and to explore this. And I'm experiencing in my life a divine revelation that's kind of like a boon or a blessing on me for being that way. Um, but I'm very yeah, you can ask me a question. I'm very fond of a number of Indian mathematicians, interested in their work. Ramanujan is one. Ganesh Prasad is another one. Ganesh Prasad actually wrote a famous math textbook, which I find very intriguing, and I try to study it when I get a chance. And there's also Chandra Bose of India, who's one of the fathers of radio communication science. Yeah. Do I have any building experience in Roblox? Actually, yes, I do. Some, yeah. I have a lot of game environment building experience, a lot. But not necessarily in Roblox, but I know what has to be done. So what's your question about? Do I have any building? Yeah, the answer is yes. I do Roblox. I do a Roblox, or a kind of a general gamer topics of interest class every 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. I do an online class with a number of students, adults, and children, and we do a little bit of Roblox in there, in Roblox Studio. We're gonna get back in more into it a little bit later, but right now we're doing WordPress websites and avatars, Vroid Studio, how to make that kind of stuff. OBS Studio, how to use that. That's what we're covering. So you want to okay. Oh, I gotta look for Sudia, and that's what's up. Yeah, I didn't join the team, but Fallen Star, I should say. Hey. You're saying RO scale? Do you mean HO scale? And I think I can help you with scale. Okay, yeah, so here's Sudan. Okay, so we're going into battle. I think I can help you with scale. And in fact, this is something that I needed to do in Roblox. Because yeah, you got some. You're gonna face some scaling issues if you're bringing in. You want to bring in FBX format files to work with in Roblox externally. You're gonna face a lot of issues with scale. Really, any 3D model is an array of vectors. That's all it is. It's an array of vectors. And oh boy, Kanishka. Who's this guy? I better watch out. I'm gonna die. Hold on. See if I can. Wait, my dang. My robot's not. She's already over there. There she is. She changed her color. No. Stupid. That was me. I went over there and dang this launcher. How did she get over there? Wait a second. These guys are forces to be reckoned with. Alright, let's see. Got most of half his hit points. It's a good experience. These guys are tough. I'm sorry, Traintastic. I'm really intent on this because, you know, she's a good player, and want to do my best. Okay. Good. Awesome. Row scale. So what is row scale? Can you tell me what is it with respect to wheels at 1/32nd scale, 1/72nd scale? Do you know what scale it is? Because that's the key. Really, you need to establish, you know, your standard. And this is something that I need to do. It's on my list of things to do. It's like you need to establish what is your typical roadblock scale, and adapt it to that. If you're expecting players to enter the game on a typical roadblock scale, and that's not really something that's accurate to world scale, then you're dealing with 3 different scales, and you want to also, you don't want animation and keyframing, especially rotations and stuff like that, on scaled objects necessarily. You need to do things to your objects so that they're no longer scaled, so that they're actually genuinely converted to the right size, and it's not like they're the wrong size with a scale modification. Gonna die. Aditya. Oh man. Well, you got some people from India out here. All right, good. She's alive. Good. Alive, I tell you, alive. Good, City. And I want to get to you, dear. Here, be careful, girl. Careful. Oh man. Good. Gotta get to. Oh, let's get out of the way. Help. Dang it! My fault. Ouch. Alright, let's be careful this time. I'm trying to... No, are they like completely overpowered? Yeah, I need to back up here. Yeah. Good, City. Thank you. Well, we were close, at least. Okay. Good. Shot. Oh. Oh well. Let's see. Row scale sandbox. Okay, I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on. All right, I'll look it up. What I imagine is that you know you need to you need to put in some objects of known scale into your standard Roblox template and ascertain physical norm for the Roblox typical avatar. Oh man, thank you. Uh, and you know, you know, are you kidding me? I have to, you know, I'm sorry. You know, some people, yeah, I, I, yeah. So I try to get better, but I don't know. Oh, okay, Sadia, thank you. That was some good fight there, and it's okay. You know, sometimes man, that last couple, man, this time of day, those some of those people from India, they're really tough. They got some very high firepower. Um, okay, uh, somebody is six seasons person. Man, if you send me if you're a Macarena player, I'm gonna follow you, and if you want to show off your hanger, send me your ID. I'll add you, and we'll look at your hanger on the stream. And try to learn something. But yeah, sometimes I hope I start oh man, Sam, this is oh god, I need these things. MD blueprints just drive me crazy, man. Really need them. Um, Now, this is how they really put the twist on you. You know, if I don't have money, I don't spend. This is sort of like also like a gambling sort of game, right? So I'm really not the kind of person to spend money in here, real money that is. So I have to just grind, you know, my way forward slowly. Um, Yeah, I know. People are saying, but and this is hard to explain. But you know, I kind of got game averse when I first got out of college and I was working in an office and everybody was playing Quake, and none of the work on campus was we're supposed to be fixing computers all over campus, and none of the work was getting. They were like total Quake addicts. And then I had a really good guy working for me who was from the Coast Guard, outstanding, brilliant computer repair person and software support person, absolutely brilliant. But he's addicted to EverQuest. I don't know if you remember EverQuest, probably before you were born, maybe. I don't know how old you are, but the so I never really played these shooter games, and I'm getting to something in my ADHD fashion. Um, um, the I sort of the disc launcher 8 is one of those weapons that kind of goes around the corner and hits automatically, and like the javelin racks and rocket mortars and stuff. I kind of you know I veer away from them, not because they're not good, but because personally I'm trying to get that sniper skill and quick thinking, and I try to use weapons where I really have, like, for example, the missile rack. You know, if you start to unload a missile rack and it takes out the person right in front of you, if you're very quick, you know, you can quickly move around and target a bunch of other mechs with a missile rack and actually take out a big group with one fusillade from a missile rack. But it's kind of like a quick thinking. They have to be in sight. So people have got on and they've been like, why the hell don't you get the dang Dust Launcher 8? You know, and really, what I'd sort of like, where I'm going with this particular account is, I'd like to get a pretty kick-ass missile rack, like high-end missile rack set for my my brick house when I buy it. And so I'm like about 10,000 on this account. I've got two accounts. This is my daughter's account, which I'm trying to catch up to my account. And on my see, we're working on the support max. Also my daughter picked the support max. She's the reason why we have a Panther and we have a Zephyr and an MD in particular. She chose all those. So that's where I'm going. That's why. Oh, it's Walking Dead. Okay, I got to go with Walking Dead right now. Yeah, and I don't have a Guardian yet, but I'm gonna eventually, I think, get one. Who we got? Let's see. Walking Dead 21, 22, 38. We for all. Bro, I hope you're not too stoned when we go up in here. All right. Yeah, that's what I mean, because I really just learn about mechs, I don't have time to watch those, you know, e-sport or games, sport, and you know, where some chick and some guy get on the YouTube thing and they're like, this mech is, I just get all wound up. Okay, all right. Walking Dead's just got a big squad put together for me, and we haven't been playing for a long time, so please be patient. I'm gonna try to do good for the guy in here. Yeah, six season. If you send your code over, you know, in the next round, we'll look at your hangar and check out your configuration, because I'm bad about that. I don't. You know, people are like, how do you write? You know, people are always coming up with these numbers to rate people's hangars, and I'm like, how are you even doing that? I don't know. Alright, see, this guy's got this launcher. Like a good fence at the right place. If you're not going to stay there, I'm going to. Good. Got me 2 assists there. Let's see. I need a reload here. Also. Oh, somebody's got a dang helix right. And it works in here. How we doing? 6-0. Hold on, let me get over here and help Walking Dead. Buddy, oh, no. Stinking Surge. Is that a bot? Dude. Insult to injury. Oh, and dang, he got killed again by this troll face guy. We gotta get this guy gone. Awful. A dang brick house with a minigun. That's fearsome. Dread. Well, that Surge is taken care of. I think the dang, is that the dang, somebody putting a helix rack on him all the way over there? hit that guy 3 times. Nothing. All right. God almighty. Help. No. Kidding me? Reef Blast Body has got a brick house with 2 miniguns on it? That's a stinking bot. That's horrible. Awful. Frozen. Help. Back here on my dang spawn point? Get away. Oh, Walking Dead. That was great. Oh, they're killing us now, man. I was looking on that one. Well, you know, I do try to upgrade them. I do try to upgrade them. I'm not really that good. Well, sometimes some days are better than others. But yeah, I'm gonna try to upgrade them. But I'm taking my time, you know. I'm in here for the long haul. If you get on my, please give me a like and subscribe at The Real Mystic Mask at YouTube. Because I got a music stream over there too. I play guitar. I've been a performer for many years, and I came back to the States. There's like nothing in the music scene in Atlanta. Not anything really interesting. All right, 4-1. Let's keep that going. Oh, see, that was a mistake. Trying to go across with these guys. These guys are really what was that's over 250,000 with one dang. Carbines. Jesus. They're really up our nose here, man. What the hell? No, we're dead. No, we're sucking. I don't want that. Nope, can't hit. It's one shot at me, man. That carbine with almost 250,000 damage. It's like 500,000, you know, 228,000 or 428. It's almost 500,000 with one shot. Turkey. Seeing I can't hit nothing. I see people over, and this is a new level for me. Yeah. Kick me. Yeah, put the disc launcher on the Panther. I might. Yeah, I'm really dreaming of the brick house with the right missile rack that I want. Yeah. My main account. This is my daughter's account that I'm on now. Let's see how am I doing? An hour. And it's I think it's 22:20 or something like that. Um, it's gonna go up when I put that dang. No, I don't have this one. I'm trying to say, man, I don't use them, and it's not because they're not good. It's just because me personally, I'm trying to get just work with weapons that are they depend on me being very personally accurate. Uh, the dislike anything that goes like javelin racks and helix racks and anything that goes around the corner, I don't really use. Rocket mortars, I don't use them. Javelin racks, disc launchers. And it's not because they're not good. It's just because I'm trying to practice a different kind of skill set. Games that require me to be, have my dang, have a good estimate of my range and I'm not here. Good. Gotcha. See, I got two people with one missile rack there. Yeah, one missile rack load. Just because I wiggled a little bit right after the first guy blew up, and I tilted a little bit, and then the next. See that? Seeing when they're getting that little line up on the map. It's good. We won that round. Okay. Blaze 66 Goth, Emo, Original Mag. So all those other guys dropped out. But there's one guy here. What are you doing, dude? Spastic. Spasmodic a little bit. Yeah, you're right. My weapons aren't powerful enough. And, it's my daughter's account that's been repeatedly neglected. And that's one of the reasons I'm trying to force myself to stay in here. What is this stupid hula dance this bot is doing? I'm getting hypnotized by it. It's going to work. It's going to kill me. Look, he's totally botesque. That really, yeah. Overtime. Ouch. Oh, here he goes. Good job. I need those assists, man. Bad sport. Alright, so this, let me get escape out of here. These guys are waiting for me in a Discord call. Let's see, no, I don't want to quit the game. Let's see, my real goal is to get this guy ranked up. Okay, so where am I at? I need the 2,000 acorns. So I'm on the road. Not much I can do. I'm 7 out of 7 of what? Of rank 4. So yeah. See what my HP is with there go Walking Dead. Okay, I'm talking about. What the hell, Rocket? 11,707. 6,000. Oh, you crazy, man. This is gonna be... Oh, my God. Okay, if anybody hits me in here, I'm dead. Instant death. This is crazy. You see, this gets 11,000 squad power. God. You're about to see me be destroyed so many times, right? 5 times. How many rounds do we have? We have 3 rounds or something? I forget. Assist. I can't believe it. Oh, what the hell? Man, Walking Dead, you're a trip bringing us in here. Child, no. I should not have done that. I was trying to go to Walking Dead and give him some heal, man, but he was gonna die anyway. Yeah, what the hell? Believe it. Walking Dead, I wish you would not go down there. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. Is Walking Dead gonna die? Let's see if he dies. Man, he up there, bro. Even a Railgun 16. That's good knowledge to have. It reaches all the way over there. Touched you a little bit with that, didn't I? No chance. You know rockets will want killing people. You see that guy's got 11,000 squad power. How the hell you even get that? He definitely had to play for a long time. Or let's see. I'm gonna leave this team. Kidding me, right? Good as new. Okay. 70 teammates to max HP. So I made it to level 3. Got my dang crates. See. Nothing really that I want. Okay, can't believe it. I'm at 76 out of 210. Let's see, what else have I got? The weapon specialist. This is bizarre. I don't know if you noticed this, but never have used a thermal lance with this. Alright? Never, I don't think. And yet it's like somehow this got classed as a different type of weapon and went up and all the way to 16 million. It's like it had to be pulse cannon. Because all that I've done is use a pulse cannon on the bad boy. Let's see. Super healer 206. Okay. Gotta get that 270. Anything else in here? Nothing. Alright. Walking Dead. Let's see what he say. Oh, did you see that the guy, the rocket guy? Oh man, and I really haven't seen a lot of carbine action, but those look pretty cool. That's something that might be a fit for me. Is the carbine. I guess EM rifles would be a good fit for me too, but like I was saying, I don't. DD Hellraiser, I don't know. I got back on the stream the other day. I don't know if you saw my thing, but I was talking about the Hellraiser movie series, and what I wanted to say is that a lot of times, and we don't realize that certain topics are kind of taboo. It's hard to like criticize the healthcare system or something like that. and that you can make a schlocky horror movie in the United States, and that's one of the vehicles of criticizing the healthcare system, because we did go through a period in the healthcare system where there's a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of quackery in every kind of healthcare system, but I think one of the great things about the Hellraiser movie is that the one where the doctor, trust me, I'm a doctor. I'm your doctor. And he has like a Dremel or some kind of claw thing, and he's like operating on people's brains or whatever. That's they really did that stuff in the United States, and it's sort of like I would feel like the kind of people that maybe would be the schlocky horror movie watching people would be people that had first hand experience with how crappy, what kind of crappy mental health care we have, especially for veterans and stuff in this country. So I was thinking, I may go back and watch those movies again. You reminded me of Hellraiser. You wanted to see. You wanted to know. Now you see. Now you know. Leviathan, Lord of the Labyrinth. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, the Leviathan, there's three ancient mythical creatures. One is a bird, and the other one is a sea creature, and the other one is a land creature. The bird, a lot of people don't know that there's not just Leviathan, but there's this group of three, and the bird is called the Ziz, and it's this massive bird, and it may be connected. The mythology about it may have a relationship to the great bird of all birds, Garuda, right? From Hinduism, which is still something that is in a lot of religions around the world. But the Ziz, it's like we saw Leviathan, right? We hear Leviathan probably the most, but Behemoth is the other one. So in the ancient Hebrew manuscripts, we have that God created this great sea creature, the Leviathan, and then on the land he created this great beast called the Behemoth, and then in the sky, so it's land, sea, and air. You don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize there's also the Ziz, which is this massive, bird, like a daikaiju, like in Japanese, Rodan or something. But in Hellraiser, Leviathan is a giant tetrahedron that floats above a maze that I guess sends out electrical energy to these denizens of the maze, which torture people. Yeah. Oh, the golem. This came up. There was an awesome, if you know about comic book history, the Jewish people really created comic books. The first comic book was a guy who's a school teacher. He's a Jewish school teacher. Ginsberg was Gaines. He changed his name to Gaines, so it's not obviously Jewish or whatever. But this guy, Maxwell Gaines, he's the first guy that said, hey, we could take old newspaper stuff. They're not going to run that again, right? We could negotiate a deal where we because the printing press is like a certain size, right? You could fold. And the actual size of the original comic book, it has to do with the size of the printing press of the newspapers, right? So there's Gaines had the idea that, anyway, you said Golem. I'm not going to go into a whole history of comic books right now. But Golem is, there's a famous rabbi and this is, a lot of Jews really hate Kabbalistic mysticism, and these folk tales like that get them enraged. They're like, that never happened. It's not true. But there was a comic book meme, and it was Jack Kirby. It's a picture of Jack Kirby, and he's like sitting there, and the text says, hello, my name is Jack Kirby. I am the inventor of Stan Lee. Right. And if you know Stan Lee, Stan Lee is sort of like a big mythologizer or whatever. He's like, what do Gentiles do? They make false gods and worship images and idols and ancestor worship and stuff like that. So he did, he was a guy that came up with this thing of like, well, that's what the nations do. So we can create our own. But I would posit that the golem is a foundational. The golem is a foundational figure to Marvel Comics, and the golem is represented, for example, in the Incredible Hulk. And if you look at Jack Kirby's work, his creatures, his monsters, are thematically always golem-esque, right? So even Galactus, right? Think of Galactus. Galactus is this big kind of hulking golem type of character. The Galactus, and who else? I want to say amazing adult fantasy. There's a early Kirby work, that the comic book, and it had. Oh, okay. So yeah, fantastic. That's great. I don't. You may have seen that meme, because there's been some brouhaha going back and forth about some new stuff that's kind of eulogizing Stan Lee and Stan Lee's family. It's like, that's a lie, And Stan Lee is like, yeah, I invented it all, whatever. And Jack Kirby was always, if you look at Jack Kirby's comments about that, he's like, Stan's always going to do that. He's very predictable, and I'm not going to. Jack Kirby was like, look, the evidence is all there. If you go and look at it, it's not all Stan Lee that invented everything and came up with everything. We were, there were a lot of major contributors and stuff that were involved in that. And I love that meme where Jack Kirby is like, hello, I'm Jack Kirby. I'm the inventor of Stan Lee. I met Stan Lee at the Omni Hotel at a CNN Center, and I had so many things. I have ADHD, right? And this is what happened. I got this order for the cheapest continental breakfast. It's like the rock bottom of anything, and it's for a fourth floor hotel room at the Omni Hotel, the old building of the CNN Center. And it's in Comic Con, right? It's like the worst room in the hotel. It's right by the heaviest traffic freight elevator, because it's the first room level above the service level. It's the very first room level, and it's right closest to all the first major congregating points of customers and hotel stuff. And Stan Lee got the most rotten, undesirable room in the hotel. And I got this order for continental breakfast, and on the ticket, I was like, Pam, who's this guy? She's like, man, I don't know. That's what he say. He spelled it. I look on the ticket, it said Hulk, right? What's the name on the ticket? I was like, is this a joke? And so I come wheeling it up there and I open the door, and there he is, Stan Lee. And I'm like, here, you sign here, please. I didn't ask for his autograph. I'm very ADHD, and my mind was like shooting through millions of things I wanted to say to him. I was very calm, because from an early age I learned to pretend not to have ADHD by not saying anything at all. Just right, about to go off like a nuclear bomb with all the stuff I wanted to say to him. And I said, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm interested in comic books." And he's like, "Great, that's good." I said, "Yeah, I studied them." So yeah, and I did. I studied comic books, and that's all that I said to him. Because here's what I'd like to say about Stan Lee is, like, the stuff that you see. Like if you're a big player in the media industry and stuff, you have to wonder what kind of mafioso or what kind. It's not just advertisers and stuff that kind of, and how far was Stan Lee influenced by powerful figures in industry and in particular the arms industry and stuff like that, because there's a repeating theme in these Marvel comic books about, you know, nuclear radiation is good for you. It turns you into a super being. You know, the Fantastic Four. You know, they got when they're exposed to the cosmic rays, they turn into all these fantastic people, and the Hulk, the gamma rays turn. That's very untrue. And the radioactive spider bites what's his name, Peter Parker, and turns him into a superhero. It's like radioactive stuff is, yeah. It's first of all, it's chemically toxic, and then if it's alpha emitters, if you ingest them, are very, very harmful. For the radioactive quality of them, the penetrating. Well, actually, people say, well, alpha radiation is a particle stream or particle emission or whatever like that. So it won't go through a piece of paper, so it's easy to shield from it. But it's not easy to shield from it if you eat it, right? So when uranium, for example, goes aerosol, which is what happens when you have uranium penetrators. They call them depleted uranium penetrators, but I mean they're really concentrated U-238. They're really concentrated uranium penetrators, right? It's not like they took the uranium out and it's depleted of uranium. It's depleted of the nasty uranium that's dangerous, the U-235, right? But Marvel, you know, this is like, if you look, man, maybe I've gone on for like 5 minutes already, right? That's like stuff I want to talk about. Stan Lee. Stan Lee, what happened with Steve Ditko and Spider-Man? Why did he go off, and why is he acting so crazy, and why did he say that? And why is all this theme of all this poison radiation stuff is good for you? What do you keep coming back to? It's very harmful. You know, a lot of kids are exposed to that, and who's behind that? You know, to me, it seemed to be evidence that you know, Stan Lee was you know, got some influences, maybe some flag letters, I don't know what, that inspired him to go, yeah, you know, and sort of, it's sort of ironic to me. I notice in my household we were very constantly doing this a brand of Jewish humor, which is kind of ironic, chuckling at how stupid things are that people are doing, and you know, and I sort of, in a way, see in the comic books and Iron Man and Spider-Man and the Hulk and everything, that kind of ironic, you know, like, kids, do you really believe this idiotic stuff? Gamma radiation does not turn you into incredibly powerful superhuman. It kills you very quickly. But yeah, so I met Stan Lee, and I didn't get to talk to him because I was just too shy. That's great though. I wanna. I hope, you know. I don't know if I'll ever go to Israel. I'm sort of like I'm. It's funny in the in the ghetto or whatever in my neighborhood. I'm very well received, and a lady walked up to me and she's like, I'm from New York, and we have a lot of Jews in New York. She didn't even ask if I was Jewish, you know, but I was wearing a black jacket, and my yarmulke was on and stuff, and I, you know, have this Seal of Solomon thing, and she's like, I'm from New York, and we have a lot of Jews in New York, but I was starting to think that you didn't have Jews, and I was like, there's actually a lot of Jews down here, you know, but a lot of the, you know, very, very few people kind of, I kind of let my I shaved my head and I let my forelock, the Bible says to do that, let it grow. But this lady was like, this is funny, it's just this, she had on a little Seal of Solomon and Star of David too, you know, and she was like, are you of the Hasidim? Of the Hasidim? What do we have here? Hebrew plurals. like, why not say, are you Hasidic? And I was like, oh, well, no, probably better characterize us off the Mitnagdim than Hasidim, but thank you. I would have liked to have joined the Haradim, but they would never have me because of the Mamzerim. And she goes, well, so her eyes get really big. Like, I don't think she caught all the, I don't know if she knows Mitnagdim or Mamzerim, because I am of the Mamzerim. I'm not legitimate or whatever, so I don't know if I'm kind of an outcast boundary, a lot of my family were communists and stuff. But they were smart, they got out of before the Holocaust, and that's why they're alive. But you know, the there's yeah, the she goes, the girl, I'm ADHD. She goes, what? I'm Jewish. She's a black lady, right? She goes, and she's Orthodox. She goes, I'm Jewish. I go to AA, right? And without skipping a beat, I go, oh, it's perfect, right? I'm thinking in my mind, I'm going, oh, Ahavat Achim, right? Which to say Ahavat Achim is a Yiddish pronunciation, not Hebrew. Hello, right? So I said, Ahavat Achim? And she's like, oh, yeah. So she didn't even skip a beat. And there's a guy, Larry, that's a friend of mine. We really, really hit it off when we talk about lots of Jew stuff, together. And but he's like, you like Chomsky? Well, yeah, I like Chomsky. He's an apostate. Atheist. It's evil. Well, you're married to a Catholic, Larry. He never spoke to me again. It's like, Chomsky says Israel's illegal. No, he doesn't. He's like, what Chomsky said was, states are institutions of violence. So it doesn't really make a lot. Does it really make a lot of sense to talk about legality when you're establishing a state? Not really, And what Chomsky's point is, like, find what we're doing that's bad and let's improve going forward or whatever. And I got really emotional about Aaron Swartz, his death. Very, very upset about that. And I kind of say this about people that get hysterical when somebody says they're an atheist. You ever think about it this way? If somebody's like a really good person, they're doing everything that they should, and they're very, very good in everything, and they say, well, I'm an atheist. Well, maybe what they're saying is they won't worship your golden calf that you've constructed. They won't bow down to your idol. That maybe look at yourself when somebody, I want to say this to a lot of people that get all upset. Oh, you're listening to Sapolsky? He's an apostate. He's an atheist. Well, yeah, he's an atheist, but maybe, do you ever think that atheism for some people is like, you guys are worshiping a false god. You have forged a golden calf. This image that you have of what God is, that you guys have a monopoly on, isn't that your golden calf? And to get away from all the crap that goes around that, Sapolsky just says, well, I'm not religious. I'm secular. I don't believe in that stuff. And people maybe should stand back from that and say, before they get hysterical, and say, well, maybe he just doesn't believe in the image, your graven image that you've constructed. Maybe he is a godly person and a good person. Right? But anyway, Naaman from Uman. All right. It's all right. All right. So, all right. Yeah. Wow. What can I say? Deal 3 million damage. That's all I've done. Capture 3 control points in one battle. Oh, it's a battle fun. Okay. My Zephyr's supposed to be upgradable here. I need to go look at that. Man, should we form a squad? What's her name? Walking Dead kind of disappeared. Play 30 battles. Phase 3. Battle Pass progress. Oh, so in 12 hours, if I get. Oh, wait a second. No. See, I don't understand the battle pass thing. I don't think I've ever got one. Can somebody explain it? So, I can't do anything on battle pass until for the next 12 hours. But then in 12 hours, I have a limited time to complete all 5 tasks. And I have to buy it with cash. No wonder I've never got it. I ain't got no cash. Bro. Let's see. You can tell I'm sort of not like when I'm on. Oh, wait a second. God. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Macarena Tootsie Pop? When you go in a squad with somebody 11,000 squad power, don't take but one. McAlfez, man, he ain't online, man. He ain't. And Walking Dead said no. Ooh. 9,000 higher than me. Uh-oh. About to die. Artemis Prime. Oh, man. There you go. He got that dang disc launcher too, bro. Oh, he about to take out Hellwhite. Let me get this assist. I thought I was hit. No, 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 no. Oh. Shrek Nasty. Man, Shrek Nasty was your name. He looks Shrek. Queen Rampage, man, we been massacrationalizationalized. Bombay Thunder. You give me Bombay Thunder up here with a Helix Rat 8 or something like that. My XY. I thought you was over here doing something stupid. Or inadvisable conduct, appropriationalizationalisms. Nope. Man, I don't want that thing. Who it's right. Ouch. Try my best. Mm-hmm. Man, don't you know I'm a math major? I can't do no arithmetic. As soon as you get into a math major, they're like, we don't have time for arithmetic here. We're learning calculus. Man, we stink down here in math in Georgia, man. Number 30 in the nation in math and science. People tell me you're the smartest math guy I know. Oh, that's all right. It's good practice, I think. Let's see. I think I'm at the point where I need to switch to my other squad. Oh. Restore 9 million team points HP. Restore 9 million. Yeah. I get to spin the big wheel, man, bro. Wait a minute. Let me spin it. Give me that 25,000. That's what I need. 1 in 320 chance, and it's not gonna happen. Who would want that? Ouch. Oh, wait a second. It's not even a vault blitz going on, right? That was an example. I was cracked open. I was pit. Man, don't take but one lick to get to that Tootsie Roll Center, bro. Lord. Didi Hellraiser. Yeah, I know some Yiddish. You speak Yiddish. Yeah. Lo mir das Ziki bitterbeten. Lo mir Ziki. Lo Jim Gain. You remember from Blazing Saddles? And what is it? Net zoek me hoe die melden grainen gevindt me door in mijn shots voor levenswerken bij machine door is mijn ruweplaats. Dorni is mijn ruweplaats. Het zoekt me hoe fontanen spritzen. Yeah, and when I was growing up, my family members were, a number of them were involved in Yiddish culture preservation stuff and literature stuff. So, my Yiddish is better than my Hebrew. Especially sight reading and stuff like that. When I see Hebrew characters, a lot of times I'm looking for Yiddish words, and they stand out, in the text, and it's not, the way, that my kind of father role guy would be like, don't study Yiddish, study, because when you're learning Hebrew, you'll be confused. Confused anyway. No, so anyway, I'm trying to work on my Yiddish now, and he finally agreed. He's like, okay, well, if you're gonna study Yiddish, use this textbook. And he said, this is my one requirement. And he said, use this college Yiddish textbook. Can't find it. So, yeah, I'm geschwitzt. Did you hear the one about the Wild West lawman, the Yiddish lawman, Irving? His relatives were visiting him. They all had cars, and he was so shown up. He's like, I'm gonna have to go buy a car, so he buys a Model T. He goes to the rabbi. The Orthodox rabbi, can I get a bracha for my Model T? The rabbi's like, what's a Model T? Well, I better go to the conservative rabbi. So I guess the conservative rabbi. Can I get a bracha for my Model T? Conservative rabbis. What's a Model T? So he goes to the reform rabbi. Can I get a bracha for my Model T? Sure. What's a bracha? Anyway, Jewish joke for sort of like for Jews. I know people don't get that. Also from my family, I know like pre-Holocaust jokes, uh, uh, and like Yiddish from the Three Stooges. A lot of people don't realize this, but the when Mo Howard, is a Lithuanian Jew. He's Moses Horowitz is his real name, and he did the first broadcasted in theaters the first satire of Shekagorba, right? Mo Hailstone or whatever like that. But the thing is like, yeah, Yiddish sounds like German. It is Middle High German, a lot with a lot of Slavic words and stuff and Hebrew mixed in, right? So when he would make a satire of Shekagorba, right, or Mo Hailstone or whatever, Hitler, uh, he would speak Yiddish, right? So if you watch, he starts yelling, what is he saying? It's hard to make out, but he's using the form gehabt in was gehabt haben, right? So, and he clearly states on a number of occasions, in Pubek gehabt haben, right? Which, in something, gehabt haben, the structure in Yiddish means I've had it in something, right? And so he says, in Pubek gehabt haben, which is I've had it, ambiguous pronoun there, in the belly button, right? And sort of, if I've never been out, usually they kind of, that's the thing that I've heard him say several times, that clear, it's in a close-up. You can see his mouth, you can hear it clearly, and then he goes off and he's shouting and it's hard to make out what he's saying. I've asked some Yiddish speakers to watch it and see if they could make out all this stuff. Hey, that's liquor. Don't drink that. You'll get jickered. This'll do it quicker. That's the thing that he remembered or whatever. But in Pupik gehabt haben means I've had it in the belly button, right? So it's like it borders on being obscene. And of course, Jews in the audience were cracking up when they heard that. It's like I've been screwed in every orifice, every possible orifice, including my navel, and I can't take it anymore. In that one where he plays Mo Hailstone, I love it. It's like Matty Herring has started a conspiracy to overthrow the dictatorship and reestablish the monarchy. What shall we do? This means war. We'll start a war. A Blitzkrieg, he says. Start a Blitzkrieg. Okay, for people that don't know, a blintz is a pancake, a Jewish pancake. So it's a pancake war. And then Curly says, "Oh, I just love blintzes, especially with sour Krieg." He says, "Sour Krieg." No, and so that's sort of like a pre-Holocaust joke, and sometimes people don't like that. I know a guy, I know a Jewish guy's a Vietnam veteran, a helicopter pilot. He's like, don't mention the Three Stooges to him. And he'll walk away. He hates them. I don't know why. His family knows also Horowitz. Don't tell anybody. Maybe it was a family trauma or something between them. But I love the Three Stooges, and also my daughter loves the Three Stooges as well. Well, okay. Before I attention deficit off the edge of the galaxy here with the new Warp Factor 7 drive, or what I should do is remember the fact that I'm trying to get the hell out of here. So what I'm looking at here. I got a long way before I'm going to be able to do the next thing that I want to do. Did my XP go up a little bit? 149. So I'm almost to 50. That means I need about 13,000. Ooh, I'm so close to this. And this too. Wow. But this is what I want to get to, is 160. and that's gonna help me bring my daughter up to speed. Checking the whole progress path. Let's see. Oh, it's so slow. 100 acorns. That's a long way to go, man, bro. Wow, look at all this. I've never scrolled all the way to the end. I wish I could see it just in one little... I guess it's got to be long to keep you playing. They should have like ultimately, I think if they're really smart, they're right now they're working on a way to make it. Wow, you get a random reward. It could be. Okay, all right, mouse. All right, so let's. I can't do nothing. I don't think. Somebody get on my hanger one day and tell me what the hell I should do. That guy from India is the one that got me squared away with these missile rack configurations. So, all right, so I'm gonna go over to the. Switching over to my other account here, and I'm gonna top off my coffee cup and heat it up. Maybe not. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, it's Sunday. Okay, so I'm safe. My wife is definitely gonna be asleep. Glaze. What is this? I'm popping in and all of a sudden achievements are rolling down. Okay, mana from heaven is what it is. Hold on. G, I think is where I want to go. Yeah, comics. All right. This is I don't know if okay, this is Ditko, actually, and I would argue that this is something that you get with Kirby as well. Isn't that the Golem, right? Look at this, right? And this is Stanley and Ditko. So this creature really looks like the Golem, but this is a Ditko thing, and but Kirby does this too. Let's see. So. File, load next file, right? These are very thematically Golem-esque, and this is Ditko again, Amazing Adult Fantasy. I sort of, and yeah, look at this is very Golem-esque, right? Very much like the Golem. That's like Very, very recurring theme. And this is, and I was thinking of Amazing Adult Fantasy in particular, and I really was a bit off to mention Kirby in that context because these are looks like 99% Ditko. But on the topic of Ditko, I always wondered, he kind of, it's obviously, I'm pretty sure he quit during the early days of Spider-Man. He quit working with Stan Lee, and he went off and he did some kind of weird political stuff that showed he had some kind of, I don't know, amygdala activated political ideology, gross oversimplification of human behavior or whatever. But I wondered what his deal was. He's always struck me as kind of weird. Um, very Golem-esque. But this, like I said, it's 100% Ditko. All right. Back to Macarena and what let's see if I've got an intermission page. Oh, and by the way, if anybody can send me money, I need some. PayPal me. I wish I could have a clickable link on my live stream where would take you to the PayPal me page, but I'm working on a web page or whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go top off my coffee cup, and oh wait a second, look at this. See, I switched my and I'm not sure if this is really affecting my performance here. I wanted this is something that I like my stream to have some little educational elements in it, and this is kind of a new thing for me too. I sort of tried to get out of doing like television production stuff. I was in it for very many years, and I really don't like the business. There's a lot of exploitation that goes on and everything. But one of the things that I'm not really super expertise with is the idea of WebM files. So there's a kind of it's kind of a media file that can have an alpha channel in it, and it's supposed to be it's outperforms animated GIFs, like hands down. It's really better than animated GIFs. But it doesn't really class itself in applications as an image the way a GIF does. But the thing is, and what I want to do, what I'm talking about right now, is I want to stick in here what's called, and this if you see here, well, no, you don't, right? Okay, I'm going into this into OBS, right? Create select source. So I'm streaming in OBS. And I'm adding a media source. Oh, Chris Jackman, I'm sorry, I can't come right now. All right, I'm adding a media source, so I'm treating that like a video file, right? So I've got a file here that says cam overlay 16.9, right? I hit OK. There it is. Now look, this is actually animated. And this apparently is like a really, really big thing now. And I am just, I'm like Oh yeah, so you can make these kind of animated overlays, and they look really cool with all this futuristic animation stuff going on around it. It's like oh, that's awesome, right? So it's kind of on my list of things to do to figure out, because it seems like uh, eminently doable. It's just a question of figuring out what are the best and the cheapest or freest and most convenient applications to create these kind of overlays with. But having said that, I'm gonna shut down. Wait a second. You know what I would like? I would like the ability, right, to make this like as if it's instead of covering it up as like just like this. This is the other thing I'd like to be able to do. Okay, so I'm showing the animation and stuff, but what if I had a dang a shader toy? The shader toy. I don't know if you guys are, if anybody that hears me understands even what a shader is, but Shader Toy is kind of like a really awesome online forum. Look it up, Shader Toy, where people write shaders, all kinds of shaders, and put the code up, and you can sit there. The code is like right there on the page where the shader is showing. And what I want to do is I want to stick I want to make it like as if this went to another channel, and in that channel I'm gonna put a shader. So I'm gonna add um, a media source again, and I'm gonna see if I have something here. Oh yeah, I do. Right, this is actually, yeah, I put, this is the first one that I loaded in. Let's load it in, and look, it's almost perfect size, right? So get it right over here. All right, now shrink it down. Shrink it down. All right, now I'm gonna arrow it into precise alignment or whatever, right? And here's my idea. I'll take the cam overlay and put it on top of it, right? So now it's as if, and where is my dang Mexico? The Mexico should come up to the top here. All right, so theoretically now, what? Okay, I'm gonna click off this and make sure everything is kosher. All right, so you start here first. This is I did it from scratch. These are just web, these kind of animated overlay things. They're just WebM format media files, and you add them by adding a media source, and they have an alpha channel so you can see through them, right? And now what I can do is if I turn my camera off like that, it's as if it went to a different channel. All right, having said that, I'm going to top off my coffee and then I come back. So theoretically, the way this would work, man, is yeah. Bzz, turn my TV back on. Get my yarmulke arranged so I don't look like helter skelter. Right. Need to wash this thing. Every time, I've got it's a nice little yarmulke that it always shrinks up and just fits really snug every time it comes out of the dryer. Every time. I had it for several years. It's one of my favorite yarmulkes. I don't like a yarmulke that's always that I have to try to glue to the top of my head. Yeah. Also, at this stage of my life, I might as well tell I was involved in Nazi hunting, and I worked with the Southern Poverty Law Center and a neighborhood watch organization known as Neighbors Network, and we really messed up some of the legally we got the feds on them, and now that I have my own daughter, I want my daughter to be clear about the fact that her father, she's Jewish. Yeah, because one day after they check your DNA, I have an Irish name, right? And that various people. That's great, man. You don't have to have a Jewish name or whatever. But I'm at a stage now in my life where I'm like, I'd rather that I'm Jewish from a distance, so you can see, so you don't get near me if you're in the Knights Templar or some crap like that. Okay, let's get in here with Walking Dead. Oh, brother, child, he got this 11,770. Oh my goodness, hell. Lord, have mercy. People dropping off of that, man. They're like, what? You have got to have lost your mind. 11,000? Child, what is wrong with you? No, I think it's a great idea. I respect that. Let's see if I can get this layout going a little bit better. And move the next to go up. Emo is Max high, man. This child is not getting on, man. What is wrong with him? I don't know where else it even is. Oh, come on, help. Man, Walking Dead, you going down here and I'm even not. See, Walking Dead, you already dead. And resurrectionalized. He just thorned himself. Oh, he dead again. Oh, see, I got one shot, man. What is that? Look, that's a dang, almost, it's over 250,000. That's a dang 360,000 damage graviton beam. Dead. I cannot believe it. That was beautiful, Rocket. Man, I cannot believe that. What have you got? What has he got? I should not have said this launcher, but it's... got shot. Touch me and I'm dead. There you go. What's that dang carbon? Overtime. Can you believe that, man? I'm proud of that. Shooting at Walking Dead, man. I'm crazy. I would like this guy to not... Hey, Sadia, Walking Dead has got me in matches with this guy, Rocket. He's got 11,000 plus squad power. Awesome. And we won, actually. Man, I cannot get hit. If anybody in here hits me one time, it's destroyed, man. It's over. And we actually won a match. It's good cooperation, right? So, we should do your math though together later on today if you want to. I need to get my document camera set up in here anyway. But you need to make a Discord where the ID is not some crazy thing, and you can't. Your brother's Discord is set up some kind of way. He's very protective of that, I think. Okay, that'll be great. That way I don't have to worry about you. Wait a minute. Hold on. Matt Quigley. Bronze Judge Baby. Wait a minute. Okay, this is all bots. Okay, I'm out. Alright, so... Ooh, and I got some more here. I gotta check out my coin here. I'm ready when you are, dear. Just make a match of whatever so you can decide what you want. Absorb 350,000 damage. I bet that would move quick going with these Walking Dead squads of doom. Wow. There she go. There you go. I got my assist. Cool. But you can really tell this is a different ball game with these. was intense. Helix rack. Turkey. Whoa. Man, was that? Whoa. I think it was. Whoa. My fault. Dang it. Look at you, girl. Wow. Oh, I know this guy. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay. She's not there. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I'm sorry, Traintastic. Ah! Hate to leave these guys. Are they all bots? No, there's this one person No. Please don't kill me. Kindly grab family. Orion. That's it, with a muscle rock. Oh man, dead. No, I'm still alive. He mad at dang MD took him out. That was good. I enjoyed it. Hold on just a minute there. Let's see. I'm getting on my Discord right now, Traintastic. Old buddy, old Traintastic pal. Let's see. Dum 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 dum. Start voice call.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, bro. Man, I got 64% on my dang on my MD on my personal account. Let's see. I just have managed to restore 2,300,000 damage to tank mechs. So I got the level 3 perforation badge. Let's see. Oh wait, no. Damage. Okay, the perforation badge is a damage badge. I dealt 2,300,000 damage to tank mechs. Level 3. Got 150 acorns for that, man. See, you gotta pay attention to that dang whatchamajiggy. The if you pay attention to your robot's achievements or whatever, you get all those extra acorns on their progress path. Takes a while though. So what's up? Still there?
Train layout on here.
You're doing
Train layout.
okay, you want on Roblox? You want to show me your screen?
Hold on. I gotta leave the game to show my screen. So hold on, give me 1 sec.
Alright, that's
While I place this thing down. It's actually hard to do on phones. I hate doing it on phones, but I have to. Because it's not as laggy. My computer would just crash at this rate. If it were doing this.
wow. It's funny how the cell phones are now commonly surpassing the desktops. I've heard this other kid, Barry Beast, was telling me that. Oh yeah, I gotta, I'm on Discord. He's like, I'm on Discord on my computer, but I actually play Fortnite on my phone because it works better.
Blast all the way to the other side of the layout. The layout's pretty massive. I'd say it's about a few thousand studs wide and long. Come on, this thing isn't working. Here it goes.
Okay, I'm looking at my dang 120 blueprints and 2 gold medals. Got 108. Let's see. So I should be to 2400 tomorrow. Man, Traintastic. Walking Dead was pulling us in on a squad with this guy Rocket, who's got like 11,000, more than 11,000 squad power. It was crazy. uh.
Player did that right. Oh, needs extended over just one more.
As you notice, the drawing above is a red and blue.
Finally, I got it.
Okay.
Let me leave the game. I gotta save my progress.
As you might also notice, our artist is now drawing a 3D drawing with a red and blue brush, each held in a separate hand at the same time. You might think that this is difficult for an artist to concentrate on separate red and blue drawings at the same time. Actually, our artist is especially talented at being equipped with a special red and blue head.
Let me get my stream set up here. And you can show it on your stream. Stream. Gotta love it. Daniel's talking about. See some epicness.
Alright, cool. Epicness. I like that.
This is just an empty plot right now, but watch what happens when I do this. This is what we got so far. Me and my friend built all this.
Pillar?
Yeah. We built these little stairs to go into the little layout. I have no idea why he did this. I did not tell him to build these here. That is the worst bridge ever. It goes all the way across the map.
Man, your little french fry legs must get real tired.
Do you want to see something funny? Let me get over to the thing. Yeah. Wait. I got taped in my head, so hold on, let's change this real quick. Is it funny?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty dry. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my mid. Give it 1 minute, okay? I'll be right back.
Ugh. I need a different layout for okay, this needs to get fixed too.
Are you still there?
Yeah, buddy. I'm here.
Alright. No, the only problem about this game on phone, you just don't have as much capabilities as PC. You can't, like, multi-select on here on phone. So it's kind of hard to delete stuff. I have to do it one by one.
Ouch.
Yeah. And you have to, like, use computer, and you have to, like, use shift or something to do it, to multi-select. And then, yeah. I gotta do this. And look how big that piece is right here. That is just small compared to what there is. This right here, that's nothing. It can be pretty big, so I gotta delete all this stuff.
I found a faster
Way to do it. Maybe.
Oh my gosh, I found a faster way to do it.
Libby go. Click that delete button over and over, it should be gone. Look at that, I'm done. Now I can continue building. I'm gonna save it, so I don't have to deal with that again.
I'm getting ready to put you in a pop-out window. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay, pop out, pop out. Hope it works. Okay, so I'm sure right now I don't want to show non-video participants. And
Walking like that. Do you see this? That is not how Roblox people walk. They don't skip.
yeah.
I'm actually floating.
The deal is, wait a second.
Well, I think it's because my character's so big. I'm gonna resize him.
Alright, let's see. Is that coming across my layout the way I want it to? Yeah, it's looking pretty. It's not ideal, but it's viewable. Okay, I got you integrated into my layout now. Going back to Hangar.
I have to do this to resize myself. Go back to. I should do about 0.8. Nope. Oh, there we go. That's better. Now I can make myself extra small if I need to. That's better. Even though I'm slippery, it still works. Now look how realistic I look compared to the buildings. I made myself smaller. Railroad crossing.
But
It
you're
does
still your character is still huge compared to the size it should be, though. Should be about 25% to fit that
I can make it
model.
smaller. I can make it smaller, but there's one issue.
Uh-huh.
This is how slippery that my character would be. Do you see it slipping? Like, when I stop using the joystick, it keeps running. Like, if I were to do that and make myself smaller, it would just, like, my character would slide everywhere.
Okay, so then according to
I'll show you what happens.
the physics engine, there's going to be some kind of optimal size for your character, which means that you've got, if you're going to make a game environment that works, you got to find the correct adapted scale and get the scale uniform throughout.
It's not even moving. It's doing that on its own. See that?
Because you're small.
It's so small, it just makes you slippery like soap.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I can't. That's why I can't be this small. See, look how slow it goes, and then it goes
So-
faster.
What I think there's also the issue like finding, like say you're gonna build all your roads and your train tracks and everything like that, and then have real trains that go around and stuff. You need to settle on a scale for all the components you have put together that's an accurate scale, but at the same time it needs to be a scale that also you should shoot to minimize the amount of labor that you have to do. If you find out that there's a reason why a lot of train models for games are created at a certain physical scale, then maybe you want to adopt that scale, for example.
Said in your chat that it wasn't on Roblox Studio. Did you see that part?
Or this is not Roblox Studio. What is it?
No, this is an actual game.
Okay.
It's called Roscale Sandbox.
Oh yeah,
but-
yeah. I saw that in the Discord chat.
Yeah, look, it's got build tools and stuff. I'll show you. This is a material tool. Those are all the build tools. See, this is the build tool.
Will that work on a PC? Is it free?
No, this game is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's on Roblox. And you can build with friends, so
Cool. That's interesting.
me and my friend are trying to build a layout right now. I don't know
Okay.
why this is here.
I've got to step away, so I'm gonna have to sign off. But I'm gonna try to get back on a little bit later. Okay.
See ya.
All right, man. Take care. Keep in touch. I'll see you soon.
All right. Me.